welcome back to another Tech Talk. Today we're going to give you a brief introduction on how to use the equipment in our podcast rooms. We hope you enjoy. So first things first, when you first walk into the podcasting room, you want to make sure when you go to the Rodecaster Pro, you know how to turn it on. You can do this by going to the back of the Rodecaster Pro and then hitting this red button here, and that will turn it on for you. You'll be surprised how many people forget to do that. Now next, we have this little slot here where your micro SD card would be. Now, no need to worry, this SD card should already be on the inside of the Rodecaster Pro, and you don't have to worry about it until after when we're finished with your audio. Moving on. Now, once you've sat down and you place the headphones over your head and you talk into the microphone, you're going to adjust these silver buttons that you see on your screen. These buttons are called faders, and they control the volume in your microphone. Now, moving on to the two buttons at the bottom. The green button is the listen one. Pressing it lets you monitor only that channel in headphone output, so isolating it from the rest of the mix. The red button is the mute button. Pressing it mutes the channel from the main outputs and its recordings, so whatever you say inside of the mic will not be heard or recorded. If you just so happen to press both the green and the red button, it triggers something called back channel mode, and this is useful for communications with guests without broadcasting it to your audience. On this next page, we currently see numbers labeled 1 through 4, and these numbered channels will adjust the individual volume in your headphones. So the faders adjust the volume in your microphone, and these buttons here adjust the volume that you hear in your headphone. Now, onto the fun part. Let's start recording. Before you record, the record button or rec will be green. Simply press and hold it, and it will turn red. Once it's red, you know that you are now recording. If you would like to pause your recording at any point, you can simply tap it again and it will turn yellow. Yellow is simply letting you know that it is paused. When you would like to continue to record, you can go ahead and tap it again and it will become red. And once you're finished, you're just going to press and hold that button, and then it'll be green again. Once you're done with your recording and you would like to go ahead and take it out, first thing you're going to do is go back up to the home screen here. You're going to click where it is showing you the little SD card. Once you click the SD card, you're going then to select eject. After eject, you're going to then confirm. And now we're going to go back to the back of the Rodecaster Pro. Now, once you have ejected it on the screen, you're going to take it out from behind the Rodecaster Pro. Inside the little baggie that you received when you checked into your reservation for the podcast room, you'll have a little dongle. It's an adapter that you can use to then transfer whatever you recorded to your computer. If you don't have a personal laptop and you would like to use the public computers we have in the Tech Lounge, we simply ask that you return the SD card once you're finished. So here's some additional information for you to know. If you would like to listen back to your recordings before having to eject it, you'll go back up to the screen here. This is the main screen. You're going to click where you see the 0 or the O with the line through it. Then you're going to select recordings and then play. This will help you listen back to whatever you recorded before going through the process of having to take it out and upload it to your computer. This is a very fun feature. Now what we're currently looking at is the soundboard. So the soundboard are preset sounds that we have already put on there for you, whether it's clapping, crickets, anything that you can think of, we have. Now, if you look at the top of the screen, it will tell you which corresponding sounds go with each block. So here, it'll show you red is music bed. If you go back, green is air horn. We've also included some content here for those who are using the video podcast room. The video podcast room has cameras and lights. So here are some recommended lighting and camera positions for you. Now, in order to use the camera, simply turn on the red button that you see. Now, the next thing you want to make sure is that you have an SD card. So you can simply go underneath the camera as it's showing you here in the picture and check. If it's not there, you should have received one in the black baggie. If not, you can always go down to the help desk and request for one. Well, that's all we have for today. We hope it was very helpful, and we'll see you at our next Tech Talk.